Hello, friends, and thank you for joining me for another Sketchbook Sunday episode. I'm going to be painting this nature-based painting that is actually based off of a photo that I took myself, specifically this one. And I'm also going to be, I don't really know what I'm going to be talking about because life is just kind of all over the place right now, so I'm just going to start talking and see where that takes me. So if you don't want to hear me blabber about who knows what, you can just mute this video, but continue watching the actual painting. Anyways, like I said, today has been kind of crazy. The last few days have been just all over the place in general. We are prepping to move next week, which is very, very exciting. By the time that you see this video, we will have already been living in our new place for a couple months, I think. I think that's how far I am with my videos. So I actually pre-painted four videos yesterday just so that I could pack all my painting stuff today and not have to worry about that for a couple of weeks, because I always like to stay about 2 months ahead of schedule, and then any time that I skip a week I feel really bad and so I have to make it up by filming 2 extra videos that week. So hopefully this will keep me covered for a little bit of time. But I have just been in between editing these videos and slowly packing up our current place. We don't have a lot of stuff. I would say we're pretty minimalistic in the amount of things that we have, or at least that's what I thought before I started packing. But you kind of start to forget how much stuff you have in closed spaces, like in random closets and whatnot. And so these boxes are kind of piling up on top of one another, and it's becoming a little bit much. So I just came back from a nice 30-minute walk around our neighborhood. The last few days have been really beautiful in that they have been super sunny, like blue skies, full sun, but there has been this Arctic, frigid, chilly wind in the air, so going for a walk isn't as pleasant as, for example, just sitting on a chair behind a wall and just facing the sun, which is what I did for half of that time. When I say I went for a walk, yeah, half of it was just sitting on a chair, but it was so nice to just soak up that sun, especially because February and January were just so gloomy, and we got a lot of snow in February, and it's I would say I definitely embraced winter. Like I enjoyed winter, but I am very excited and happy to welcome warmer weather where I don't have to layer up like an Eskimo to go outside, and where cycling isn't torturous, because I've been cycling to work this entire winter because I'm not really a fan of buses, because usually, you have to wait, and if you miss a bus then you have to wait even longer. And Chris and I share a car, so he takes the car to his work and I cycle to work because my work is closer. I kind of got off track. What was I talking about? Oh yes, so I went for a walk and I came back, and I was trying to think of ideas of what to talk about in this Sketchbook Sunday on that walk, but I couldn't really think of anything because, like I said, my brain is just all over the place. I keep switching tasks between editing this video, or rather the videos that I filmed yesterday, sitting on the couch staring at our stock market portfolio, wondering what the heck is going on. But seriously, what is going on with the stock market right now? My brain is just all over the place. I can't even keep track of what I'm talking about right now, so I apologize if this is a very unorganized conversation between myself and my brain. But another thing I wanted to mention is the last few days, when my partner and I have been taking walks around our neighborhood, we keep mentioning things like, oh my gosh, remember when we went here for the first time, or we did this here for the first time, or things like, hey, this might be the last time that we see this cat, which, by the way, there are so many adorable cats in our neighborhood, and I was definitely not an animal or let alone cat lover before we lived where we do now. But all of the cats in our neighborhood are so cute and so friendly, and we gave all of them names. There's this one, and I'm pretty sure I may have talked about her in a previous video. We named her Lady Verity. Later we found out that she's a guy or he's a guy, but Lady Verity just suits her so well because she's this glorious, like, lion mane cat, and she does this adorable thing where she sits in front of you, and if you're staring at her but you're not petting her, she'll sit in front of you and gently and slowly lift one of her paws up and super gently, like, touch you with it as if she's asking you to pet her, and it is the cutest thing I have ever seen. So she kind of got me into cats. She's what made me like cats. We see all of these things that we have walked past, 300 times in the last 2 years, and we're thinking, oh my gosh, like, this is it. Like, we're not going to see any of these things anymore. Everything we've come to know as normal, it's all going to change. But I keep thinking back at some quotes that I saw earlier in the year. One of them was, you're one decision away from a completely different life. And the second one was something about, you don't want to, when you're 80, sit in your nursing home and think about how you wish you had made that decision or pursued your dreams when you were younger. And those two quotes or sayings or whatever, they've kind of stuck with me, and they make me feel like we have made the right decision, which I feel we have, because we are pursuing something we've been dreaming about for a while. And I mean, the worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work out, but honestly, what are we gonna lose? So if you've ever been thinking of pursuing something, take this as your motivation or your sign. Anyways, that's it for today's painting. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.